Back to Charley's at exit 238, home of Free Pie Wednesday, and our thanks go out to KJ Jones, general manager here at O'Charley's, for having this group of coaches out. Brad Dedman, head coach at Wilson Central, with us here. And Brad, always good to see you. You guys coming off a scrimmage last night with the Gallatin Green Wave. How'd that go for the Wildcats?
It went well. We had a lot of positives and we got some negatives, that we got to work on. Seeing some things that we got to work on. We've been inside with heat, with rain a lot, so we hadn't been outside as much as I like to be. But when we get in the scrimmages, you can kind of see what's going on, get the film, go back and evaluate. Very proud of our guys last night. We gave a lot of effort. We executed well on offense. Defensive-wise, we gave up too many big plays. We didn't play bad. We just gave up way too many big plays.
And the defensive side of the football, you're running that now, I think, right? Are you
Yes, sir.
You're calling
Yes,
the
sir.
plays.
Yes,
You're
sir.
coordinating your own defense, and you take that to heart. That's an area I know you're going to get a lot of work out of those
Absolutely.
guys.
We'll come back when we get back on Monday. That's going to be the point of emphasis on the defensive side. We've in the spring we was running a 4-2-5. We switched in the summertime. I didn't think we was as deep in the D line with the 4-2-5, having as many linemen running in and out. So we flipped to a 3-4, which is what we used to run way back when.
Well, what guys from our era we call the old 50.
Absolutely. We just kind of drop a few ends a little more now than what we did way back then. So the defensive thing is really a big part of me, I guess, is a way, since I'm in charge of it. And looking back over it, I'm not disappointed in effort. We just got to execute a little bit better.
Well, you mentioned giving up some big plays, and the core of any defense, but particularly that odd front. Keep them in front of you. Don't give up the big plays. An 8 or a 10-yard play is not bad. Get them back in the huddle. Make them take it all the way down the field, and you want to defend against the big play.
Absolutely. If we can do that, then we've done our job on defense. If we can make people earn touchdowns and earn field goals, for one, it helps take away time off the clock, so you don't have to defend as long as you can eventually get them off the field type thing. And like I said, I'm very proud of what we were able to do last night. We just got to get better to play beach on the 21st.
You're kind of young in that secondary, aren't you? Or if not young, certainly inexperienced.
Technically in the secondary position, we've got 4 new guys in the position. We've got 1 returning starter. He played outside linebacker for us last year. We've moved him back to safety this year. And, the other 3 guys, we've got 2 sophomores and another junior starting. So, the future's bright back there. We're just learning how to react to what we see.
Inside linebackers so big in that scheme. Who are those guys playing those inside linebacker spots?
It's pretty much going to be like a 3-man rotation right now. You're going to see Nick Screenknock, you're going to see Chris Lackey, and you're going to see Jordan Wilson rotate in and out. Another younger guy you may see a little bit of is going to be Cameron Marshall. He's come on drastically this summer along in the fall practice. Like I said, I'm very proud of those guys. We just gotta raise our level up just a little bit more.
Defensive front, who are some names people might recognize or will get to know as the season goes along?
We've got 2 returning starters, our 2 defensive tackles. You've got Noah Stafford, was a sophomore last year, now playing as a junior. You've got Zach Buford, who's now a senior. He's played, I guess, for mostly the last 3 years. He's got a lot of experience under his belt. He's probably the most experienced one. Noah's got a motor on him that don't stop. He doesn't do everything right all the time, but he makes up things for some of his athletic ability. In the middle, you're going to see probably 2 guys. You're going to see Cole McCorkle in the middle, and you're going to see let's see, what's his name now? I'll come back with that.
Well,
I'll get back to
and when you got a lot of kids,
That's right.
it's tough to keep up with
True.
all of them. You put a jersey on them and a number, you probably recognize him
True.
right away. Offensively, I know up front a name that I remember, Alex Comer, a kid that's battled through some injuries before, and he's a guy that's hung in there, and he's going to get a lot of time for you.
He's going to play a little bit on the defensive side. He's going to be probably more important on the offensive side. He's going to probably start at right tackle for us. 3-year starter. He started 1 year at center, started 1 year at guard, moved to center halfway through the year. Now we've bumped him out to tackle. He's definitely going to be, he's 6'5", about 280. A lot of people's going to be looking at him, and we're going to count a lot on him. So, we've got another tackle, Brandon Bennett on the other side. He's 6'4", around 250. So, we've we got decent size on our offensive line, and we are on the offensive side. We are competing very well. I'm pretty pleased where we're at right now. Up front, we are blocking very well. We're running our assignments. We still got to improve on getting our assignments and our steps and stuff like that. But we are definitely going in the right direction.
A guy who runs your offense, Zach White, a guy I remember covered him when he played quarterback at Mount Juliet back in the day. Zach lives and breathes the offensive side of the football. He knows it, and you feel completely comfortable turning things over to him, and he runs it like it's his own.
Absolutely. He's come in when he got the offensive coordinator job. I kind of told him, hey, it's yours. I'll help you with it when you need. Just come ask and things like that. And we talk from time to time. We talk a lot about what's going on, and he's definitely taking it heart to heart. And the offensive side, he's very good at what he does, and I'm very proud of where he's at. He's definitely a big part of our team.
And to look at your offense, I came to watch you practice one day, and you had to go inside because of the heat. You still got a lot of reps in, repping that offense, and it's kind of a blend of things offensively. You can't say that you're a spread team or a wing tee team, or there's different concepts in there, and Zach and you are working it toward the strength of the kids you've got out there.
Definitely. We're from an offense. I would dictate us as two wings. You're going to see us line up as two wing backs most of the time. We're going to dictate a few other things going on with some other formational type stuff. But 95%, you're going to see us with two wings. And so from an offensive perspective, or from the formation perspective, we run a lot of different formations. We can call it spread. You can call it wing tee. You can call it a little bit of it, some of it pro type things. With our gun stuff.
I like Air Force with those double slots sometimes, or those double wings, and it fits the kids that you have.
Absolutely. We've got several. We've got probably 6, 7 guys that we can rotate in at wing that we feel very comfortable with at any point in time in a game right now. And that's something we haven't had at Wilson Central in a long time, is that many quality guys that can roll in and play. Right now that group's probably been led by Tyler Bowles at fullback. He's probably the big cog. He's the one that's going to stir the drink in a way.
And he finished awfully strong last year. I want to say he had 400 or 500 yards in the tail end of the season.
Absolutely. I know against the Beach game against last year, I guess was probably his come out game. He probably toted it probably around between 25 and 30 times that night. We handed it to him quite a bit, and he was able to take the load. And he's definitely a big part. You've got Jordan Wilson that's going to be a big part into it. So he's a 3-year starter. He's played a lot there. You've got Jordan Hooper. You got Jordan Hooper that's going to be a big player there. So I mean he played there a lot last year. Played a little bit at receiver. I mean he's got some skills that we definitely like. With those guys right there, they're definitely good football players, and any of them can almost go to the house when they touch the ball.
A new starter at quarterback, Blake Metter, big, strong kid. How does the offense play to his strengths?
He's got a pretty good arm. He throws the ball well on the run. We're actually trying to run him a little bit because of how big of a body he is. He's a bruiser too. He's another guy that's hard to bring down. And we're trying to play a little bit of assignment football with some of our midline veer type things, option series a little bit. And but he's maintained the offense really well. We're very proud of what he's doing right now.
How do you look at the receiver position, Brad?
We're young. We've got 2 juniors that's going to be mainly playing out there. We've got a senior in Caleb Tate that's going to rotate in and out some out there. You've got Colton Dow, which is going to be a junior. You've got Spencer Welch, which is going to be a junior. We're very pleased where those guys are. Right now they're blocking very well on the edges, which is where right now we're able to get outside a lot right now. People's going to start taking that away. We know that. But we're very proud of what they're doing right now out there, and they're catching the ball well. I think, with our play action stuff, we're able to run the ball so well right now. We've got so many people biting up on things that our receivers are running wide open for open passes and stuff.
Williams is a kid that punted, I know, last year. Did he place kick for you as well?
He did, yes, sir. He's
back.
He's back. He's a sophomore last year, going to be a junior this year. Big legs. He's improved his leg in this offseason. He's kicking the ball on kickoffs. He's kicking it he's at least averaging the 2-yard line, some 2-3 yard line somewhere right there. He's about 50% end zone kicks right now. Field goal wise, he's increased his leg probably about 7 or 8 yards from last year. So I mean, we get inside the 50. We've got a good chance of making a kick. So I mean, we got at least attempting a field goal for 3 points. So he's going to be definitely a big weapon for us.
And since you've been the head coach, you've had a pretty good history of having some kickers at Wilson Central.
Absolutely. You know, we've had several. We've had, of course, you've got Adam. You've had Brad Kavanaugh. You've had Jackson Reddick, who is I think his 5th year at UT Martin.
UT Martin, yeah.
So,
he was kicker of the week a couple of times for those guys.
Absolutely. So, you know, our soccer program at our school has been very good, and we've kind of benefited for some of that as well. And, you know, those guys.
That's a deal where you don't mind sharing.
You're absolutely. You know, we're always looking for kickers right now. We're still scouring the hallways for another one just in case, you know, something happened to Adam or anything like that. So if we find one, we'll definitely bring him out, guaranteed.
You open the season the 21st at home. You're out of that wacky schedule that you had, that series for a couple of years where you had 4 games in a row on the road or 5, and it's more of a balanced schedule now. You've got Beach coming to your place to open the season on the 21st, a team you know well.
Definitely. You know, we've last couple of years, I guess we've had some good battles. Even if you want to go all the way back to, I guess 2012, somewhere in there in that 2012 area. I mean, it's just been a battle ever since. Back when they had Jalen Hurd, we had some good games, some shouldas and couldas and that type thing. You know, every year it's been that same type. You know, they like running the football. We like running the football. We like playing physical defense. They like playing physical defense. So it's definitely going to be a good game.
It sounds to me like you really like this bunch of kids you've got.
I can't say enough about this bunch. You know, I keep patting myself on the back, I guess, or patting them on the back, I guess, and you know, they took this off season and they have been some of the hardest working kids that I've been around. All you have to do is you mention 1 or 2 things and somebody's going to step up. The one thing that we do have to improve on in this group is our leadership has to increase. We've come long ways in it. But I'd like to see our leadership go up a little bit more. But these kids, I don't know. I mean, they're special to me right now, and I'm very proud of what they're able to do right now.
Brad, thanks for the visit as always. Jamboree, tell me about that. What have you got coming up, Jamboree?
Jamboree-wise, we play the 14th at Chevrolet High School. Freshmen will start at 6 o'clock. I think the varsity will start at 7:15, somewhere around there, as long as we stay on schedule.
And who will you play?
We play Chevrolet for the freshmen and the varsity.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Brad, again, thanks for the visit. We appreciate it. Best of luck during this preseason, and we'll catch up with you during the season, okay?
Thanks. Appreciate it.
Brad Dedman, head coach at Wilson Central, here as we close out the program from O'Charley's. Thanks so much to KJ Jones and all the good people here at O'Charley's at exit 238. Don't forget, Wednesday, the home of Free Pie Wednesday. Come visit us at O'Charley's. I'm Tommy Bryan. Thanks for your time.